Your third eye is right here, just a little bit up from your eyebrows in the middle of your forehead. This is another one of your trust centers. Remember I said this, your throat is your trust center, your ability to say and trust that what you say will be heard and received. Your third eye is a trust center of making wise choices. For many people, this is the seat of your intuition. Now, your solar plexus also plays a part in that, a very big part in that, remember. Your third eye is what connects you to your intuition on the imagination level. Your imagination is by far the most important tool that you have at your disposal to connect to and develop your intuition. I will say that again. Your imagination is your most important tool. No matter what kind of work you're doing, in metaphysics or alternative healing or exploration of other dimensions, and your dreaming and all of that cannot exist unless you have an excellent relationship with your imagination. And so from this point forward, I never want you to say ever again, it's just my imagination. And if somebody else tells you that, your response is, yes, it is my imagination. Without it, nothing that we surround ourselves with would exist. So feel into that for a moment. Look around your own space or look around my space, and you'll see that every single thing in my space and in your space exists because somebody imagined it. They thought it up first. So no longer do I want you to dismiss anything as being your imagination. It is your imagination. So when you connect with that, you're opening up your third eye. You're allowing yourself to experience through your third eye your intuition and all of your experiences around that. The things you see out of the corner of your eye, the colors that you imagine around people, that you sense are around people, even the colors of the auras, all of that is coming through that third eye energy. So the color of your third eye is indigo, and the gemstone that is connected to it is amethyst, among many. I'm getting my goosebumps right now. This is really exciting as we connect in with this truth, this universal truth about your intuition and about your imagination. It's coming in. It's really awesome. I love it. So the organs that your third eye cover, or that they work with, is your brain, your mind, your neurological system, your pituitary gland and pineal glands, and then your eyes, ears, nose, and to some extent your mouth, although that's also covered here through your throat chakra. But they're not separate, right? Like, you understand that. All of these, although we're talking about them as if they're separate entities in our body, they're not. They're in constant communication and flow with one another. Structuring it in the way that we generally do when we look at something like a chakra system or the layers of our aura, we create that structure because it makes it easier for us to visualize and understand the information as it comes in. The sense is your mind. And remembering this, so you have your brain, and your brain is the physical component in your body that's full of all these amazing neurological pathways and connections and houses so much of our ability to function and experience our life. Your mind is actually your whole body. Your whole body is your mind. So when we talk about what is governed or what the energy is or what the sense is for your third eye, we're really talking about your whole body. And we just experienced that when I just got my goosebumps all over as we were talking about imagination. So the mind is connecting to the entire body, your whole body experience. The element is light. That makes sense as well. You're here, you're between vision and sight, and so here comes in that connection to light. The action is activating the lessons that lead you to wisdom, right? Really being able to imagine your life experiences as having purpose and reason for happening, all of them, no matter what they are. The aromatherapy blend that's in my third eye spray is a mixture of patchouli, frankincense, mugwort, and nag champa. And when you're working with your it smells so good. When you're working with your third eye and your intuition, you're working in a slightly altered state than your normal focus, your normal day-to-day focus. So working with something like the aromatherapy spray helps to ground you into that slightly altered state of receptivity, being open to the experiences that come to you. The energy connection is it links you to your mental body, intelligence, and your psychological characteristics. Now, when your third eye is closed or is muddied or is not functioning, the primary fear that you're working with is the unwillingness to look within and find your fears, fear of the truth, fear of sound, realistic judgment, and fear of the shadow side. And truly, all your shadow side is are the parts of yourself that you're afraid to show to the world for fear of judgment. When your third eye is open and healthy and spinning and vibrating the way that it needs to and wants to in order to support you on your intuitive journey, then your primary strength is your ability to see the difference and seek the difference between truth and illusion. When I'm teaching intuitive development to my students, there's one thing that I'm really clear with them about. I want them to be skeptical. I want them to ask the question, is this just the fridge making noises, or is it communication from spirit or energy or higher self? I always insist and encourage them to be skeptical. Ask the questions first. Go to what may seemingly be the most logical explanation. And then when that explanation doesn't fit or it's not enough, then go to what else could it be? Connecting to third eye and then opening up that knowing of what else it could be. It could be the fridge making noises. Then there could be another reason why the fridge is making noises or why spirit is using the fridge to make those noises to get your attention, right? So helping to create space between yourself and your circumstances. So there's a beautiful quote that says, "Change not my circumstances, change me." When you're working with third eye energy and you're starting to ask those questions about what's truth and what's illusion for you, you are starting the change. You're starting to create the changes in your life and in yourself that you need to make. Because the circumstances are always going to be there. How you show up in those circumstances, you can change that. You have control over that. In fact, the only place that you truly have any control is in how you choose to respond to the circumstances that you find yourself in or that you call to yourself. Working with your third eye encourages you to understand that change is the only constant. Right? We are always in flow. When somebody is afraid of change, that's coming from third eye. There's a distrust there of the whole life process when you're working in that energy of, I don't like change, I'm afraid of change, change isn't good, bad things happen when change happens. Change it's constant. You can't stop it, so why not step into it and have a say in how you show up in it? And working with your third eye allows you to know that, and this is the tapping into the change part, that no situation or person will be exactly the same tomorrow as they are today. And the realization that no one person or group of people can determine your life path. So it's very much an empowerment center when you work with your third eye. There's a couple of different ways that you can connect to and open your third eye. And the first one I'm going to share with you is what I call the sixth sense meditation. This is a really excellent meditation to do before you are sitting down to do a channeling session or to do an oracle card reading, or to open up your own awareness to the energies that are around you. It's a great one for mediumship as well. So very briefly, what you do is for 1 minute, so 60 seconds, you connect in with your sense of sight. And you look around you and you open up your eyes. I call them your anime eyes. And you really look around at all the colors and the textures and the various shades. And as you do this, you may even start to see some of the auras. I'm actually seeing my aura right now as I'm sitting here doing the video. Interesting. So you can start to see the energy around plants and animals and other people and objects as you connect in and open up your eyes for 60 seconds. Then you move to your sense of hearing. So you can either close your eyes or have them open. I recommend closing for this one just so that you're really paying attention to sound, and you really stretch your ears and open and listen to all the different sounds that are around you, again for 60 seconds. From there you move to your sense of touch or feeling, right? So 60 seconds of becoming really open with your hands and feeling all of the textures that are around you, feeling inside as well to your emotional state and emotional well-being. Again, 60 seconds. Then smell, same thing, and taste. Now with taste, you're going to be rolling your tongue around the inside of your mouth, over your teeth, to the back, to the front, and allowing your tongue to wake up and taste what's going on in your mouth. And then the sixth one is all of them. So for 60 seconds, you are open in all of your other 5 senses. And in doing that, you actually move into your seventh sense, and your seventh sense is your intuition, connecting to third eye. Then I would highly recommend that you bring it back down before you walk out into the world. And once you've done whatever session it is that you're going to be doing, make sure you close that back down again to normal parameters. Otherwise, you get bombarded. So then I also would like to take you through a balancing for your third eye, balancing and clearing for your third eye. So for this one, I want you to be sitting quietly and just breathing normally. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to the space just above the bridge of your nose, inviting the color of indigo to flood your mind's eye. Invite total trust to enter your entire body, radiating from your third eye. Repeat to yourself, I trust the universe is unfolding as it should and in my highest good, 3 times. And as you repeat that, you're maintaining that color of indigo in your mind's eye. Bring into your awareness a circumstance or situation that is currently happening in your life which you think or feel is causing you distress or anxiety. And say to yourself how you want this situation to resolve. What is your best solution for a positive outcome? Trusting the first idea that comes into your mind. Okay. And as soon as you have that idea, slowly open your eyes, bringing your attention to your surroundings, and now take one action that will bring you closer to your solution. But before you do that, remember to ask yourself this question: is my third eye balanced and cleared at this time? And what can I do to support my third eye? Now, go and take that action and enjoy your day in indigo.